kind of basic mathematics. The more we know who we are and how we got here, the more we were mobilized.
I can make it shake, I can make it shake, yeah. I can make it shake, I can make it shake.
It's major change, baby.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
We got music.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday.
It's Brother Empowerment Day. What time it is?
Yeah, so if they're watching, this is not one of those bashing shows, but this is a show about brothers, uplifting brothers, and talking about things from a different perspective. So we don't want to tell somebody what they should or shouldn't do, but we do hope that our conversation may positively make a change and have them thinking about different things that will positively change their lives. Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to talk about that beat, right? We got to talk about that music, right?
Yeah.
We got to talk about our special guest, but before we do that, bro, how was your week?
My week was cool, man. It was definitely, I had some stuff to do at home as far as fixing stuff. My sink
that's dope.
Basically was leaking or broken, if you want to call it. So I had to fix my faucet fixture and replace some pipes underneath my sink, which took a lot longer than it should have, in my opinion, but I got it done and it's fixed now and it looks brand new. So it's good. So I got that done and had a lot of cool.
That's good because it's a sink in there that's waiting on you. Bros for life. No? Oh, yeah.
So and outside of that, bro, just been having some real cool conversations. Of course, you know, family time and working out. I have been doing the last couple of weeks. I've been working out at least 4 to 5 days a week, and it has really been torturing my body. But the results are just, you know, the results are there. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
We're gonna change this shirt to He-Man.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
Then you about to fold up in that shirt. You see?
Hey, as I tell a lot of folks, I can't be short and skinny. So I'm gonna I'm gonna go with the struggle that I can control, the skinny part. So I'm just gonna be short.
So before you know, we're gonna have Love is a Parable Studios because this big body and them big muscles can't fit in the same room.
So but no, my week was mad. It was really cool, man. Got a lot of stuff done, had a lot of conversations that took place, and just, you know, been working, man, on myself and this body of mine. So how about you, bro?
Man, I've been working on this body of mine too. I did slip. Last week was a stressful week, and the week before that was a stressful week. So I did slip. I feel like I gained weight, but I'm not really sure because I'm still fitting the same clothes. But y'all know my goal is to get down to a 40. I started at a 48 and a 44 now. So I'm trying to get to a 40 just so me and bro can still fit in the same window when we have guests. Other than that, it ain't too much change. So we got a lot of things going on. So just a few announcements, just so you'll know. And guys, we figured the best way kind of to deal with this is just start going to loveisaparable.com/happenings. Yeah. Because that's the only way you're going to find out what you're doing. COVID has really not been a bad time for us. It has really been a wonderful time, and we're fortunate. We've been blessed, and we actually are excited about the things that we're doing because we're still in a capacity to give back. So definitely go over to loveisaparable.com/happenings, and that's the best way to stay in the know.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some guests, but before we talk about our guests, bro, we gotta welcome all the family that's on.
Man, we have so many people on. So we got Livia Hines on. Hey, we have Sean Stewart is on. We got Rashia. Deshaun is on. What's up, bro? Let's see, we got Tara. What's going on, sis?
Big sis. That's y'all big sister too.
We got Kimberly.
Damn, what's going on?
We got Mike. You know what I'm saying? Mike Brown is on.
My little brother.
Yep. Mike. We got Ricky is on.
What's going on?
We got Lori is on. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori.
We got Michelle is on. Hey, Shell. And let's see. We got hey, Shell. In order for me to not have to pay an actual plumber to come in there and fix it, I will be the plumber. Okay, I don't want to have to pay somebody $300 to come in and fix that. I'll fix it myself for the $80 that I paid. Well, it's like $90 plus the pipes.
And we need the OJT so he can finish that.
So we got William Robinson is on. We got LaMarco is on, and
I like how she talking to me. Don't you talk them sweet words to me? Oh, man. Don't you ever say something nice like that to me?
Yeah, so I think that's everybody for now that I can see at least. So what's up, bro? How was your week, man?
My week was great.
That's what's up, man.
My week was great because what we've been doing is closing contracts and deals on speaking engagements. And then today was even another special day, y'all, because I got my hair cut today.
I need a little trim up.
Hold on. See one side? Whoop, switch to the other side. I'm just trying to tell you, man. See, this is the problem. I'm fat.
Yo.
But the good looks. And then a haircut with it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jay's don't play about the looks. Somebody try to call him medium handsome, he about went off.
Michelle, disrespectful. We're supposed to boot her.
Not even
you banned from the show. Michelle, how you coming?
And not even regular off. He went AWF. Off.
But yeah, man, I got a haircut today by yours truly that's up here. We're gonna let them introduce because I don't want to talk about too much. But y'all, he washed my hair. He touched me. Yo, guys, it's amazing, man. And Kim was supposed to be on, but she wasn't on because Kim lost her dad last week, and she's still going through that transition. So we definitely thank you, Kim, for being on.
Yeah.
You were definitely in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
We constantly are thinking about you. So thank you for even trying to come on right now. You know I love you, and I will be harassing you this weekend because I feel like you just need a little extra love.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's talk about our special guest, man, because I'm excited.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna start at the bottom because when you have a one name, that's serious right there. So Mr. Rashad Cousin, that I want to add an S to. Sorry, y'all, it's not cousins, but he my cousin, so I done made it. He ain't my cousin. My cousin, so it's cousin. So cousin, tell the people about you.
What's going on? My name is Rashad Cousin. I'm a business partner of JB Jabril. We both are barbers. Recently opened up a shop. I'm a barber / father. That's pretty much me. Just trying to juggle out balancing the two and investing in growing and trying to make sure I groom my son into the best person he could be. That's really my biggest goal. Absolutely. And what I pretty much thrive for each day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, let's clarify that. You are a business owner.
Yeah.
Business owner.
Oh, yeah. It's still new.
What's the name of the barbershop?
It's called Raleigh Barbers.
Where do you find it at?
6400 Falls of Noose Road, Suite 201.
Okay. Well, look, the Bishop.
What's going on?
Bishop. Tell the people who you are.
Speaking to
I go by the name of Bishop. It's actually an acronym. It stands for being incredibly successful, hovering opportunities persistently. You
can't just say that fast and stop.
You can't just brush past it.
And just move on past. You pop off people.
Sound like Twisted. Come on, man, you gotta break that down.
I'm gonna say it again for you. It stands for being incredibly successful, hovering opportunities persistently. I'm out of Aurora, North Carolina, man. I was blessed to link up with a good friend of mine, Rashad Cousin, man, to do some very great things, within our community as far as barbering. And I think it's important to have, what we have, man, brothers that's able to move forward and, show a positive light within our community as we're doing. So, like he said, you guys can come see us at 6400 Falls of Noose Road, Suite 201, man. We'll hook you guys up, man.
Word.
And that sick beat, guys. See, let me tell you, brother empowerment, we getting beside ourselves because we acting like, you know what I'm saying? We acting like what we really are. We international. You know we got our video. But anyway, today is actually the premiere of Make It Shake. It's Make It Shake, right? I did say it right.
Make it shake. Make it shake.
Make It Shake by Bishop,
That's not,
aka JB.
That's not an acronym.
Yes,
Shake. That's not an acronym too, is it?
No, no acronym. No acronym.
Saved and ain't killing everybody.
I was ready to yeah.
Look, Kim talking about don't call you. I'm gonna call you. Bishop definitely got the. I'm trying to. Matter of fact, let me say, I met JB technically a year ago through Kim. Kim is the reason why we know these individuals. That's why we was gonna have Kim on. But we were supposed to link up for when we buried the toxic masculinity. Never happened. And my barber was so backed up, I couldn't get in for like 2 weeks. And y'all know Jay go every week. Every week. And I was going on 2 weeks. So I was looking like, 12 years a slave again.
Oh, man.
And so I hit him and he said, yeah, come through. And he cut my hair. It was such a welcome feeling, man. Like, I always tell people there's no way that you can describe a true experience. And I was talking to Ricky, and Ricky was like, you gonna try this new barber? I said, I know, but I need it. Because I had an interview, you know what I mean? I went in there, it was the best, it was one of the best experiences of my life because I was getting a haircut, we was having great conversation, and then they empowered us, you know what I'm saying? It feels good to be around other brothers uplifting one another and doing it, man. And he washed my hair.
Man, I might have to book me something tomorrow, man. Shoot.
Joy say, do you do eyebrows?
Yeah, we do eyebrows. We do eyebrows too.
He talking about I'm a whole barber. Rashad say, she said, yes, Bishop.
Hey, tell her if she got kids, anything, bring them through, man. We're gonna take care.
She said, you got an acronym.
Word.
He just flossed on. He did. And y'all see his big studio mic in there?
Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes, Mr. Suge Knight. My wife is on. Yep. He said, salute. You get it, family. Look, they putting the information out there.
Yep.
Yeah, Kim.
Do you do razor? Yep, he does razor. I can tell you that already. He cleaned my eyebrows up and I got a natural arch. He cleaned me up so good. I was like, ooh.
Man,
You see the eyebrow?
While we doing Brother Brown, go to us like, let me book something for tomorrow.
Look at this. You got co-signing already. 2 very, very dope barber men.
Wow.
See? Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So we got to go ahead and get into the topics, guys. Y'all ready to converse with us? But first, how do people can find y'all? Like they can, is there a website or something that people can go to if they need to get a haircut? Kim put the address there. Is there a website? They follow you on Instagram, Twitter, any handles or anything?
Absolutely. You can contact me on Instagram at BishopLife7. And I'm also on Facebook as JB.
Bishop Life spell normal?
Bishop, yes. Bishop Life7. And
okay.
Facebook as JB Greene. And you can message me and I'll send you my scheduling app and we can go from there.
What about you, Rashad? What's your handle?
Rashad Cousin.
It's so simple.
So simple. I'm the only one with the name. It's too easy.
Yeah. Hey, that works.
And don't add no S like I've been doing.
No S on the end. Just Rashad Cousin like your cousin.
I put it on there. Okay, so one of the things that we definitely got to talk about, guys, is no way around it. The NAACP stated that we waited 194 days for no justice. Justice for Breonna Taylor. What are your thoughts?
Man, the whole situation is just a mess, you know. I have a lot of random thoughts about it. Justice wasn't served. They only charged one officer. It was just a mess, man. I'm devastated, to be honest with you. It's a lot, you know, especially as a African American, you know, period, man or female, you know what I'm saying? It's tough times for us. And, you know, it's been going on too long, man. I can't find the words to say for it, man. I
understand.
Yeah.
I really understand.
Yeah.
Rashad, what you got?
Unfortunately, it's one of those things where I'm beginning personally to feel like we can't win here in America.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's something that our community has been forced to become immune to, and just sweep under the rug each time it happened. The months ago when we did all the protesting, people was hoping that it was going to go on forever. And unfortunately, Breonna Taylor, it seems like she would just be swept under the rug as all the other ones have. And that's very unfortunate. And it's just something that our community only have to just get numb to and just become it's just a regular day in, our community for us, unfortunately.
All right.
Yes, man. There's been, on top of hers, there have been so many others, of course. And not just this year alone, but also the year before that. So this right here definitely hurt because, well, just as much the other ones, but it also hurt too because really the loophole that they used, bro. Now you talked about it earlier about how they only charged one officer. It wasn't even for killing anybody. It was for the bullets going to other apartments.
Absolutely.
Right. Used the justification that they were shot at. That's why they shot. Where it was her boyfriend who was the one who shot. I mean, and it's really, really tragic because anyone who has someone kick down their door and come into their home would protect their home or the home of a loved one if they were there, if they had the opportunity to with a firearm. If someone came to my house, if someone came to my house unannounced and I didn't hear there was no identification or anything like that. Even if they did say something, you kick in my door without saying anything, just at randomly, I'm gonna protect myself too because I feel like my life is in danger.
Right.
So, and I feel like it's really, really messed up the loophole that they used to not even really charge the officer for her death or endangering her or her boyfriend, but endangering other people who didn't even have anything to do with it. So it's very tragic, and it really just points to the narrative that really the law enforcement system in this country has a really problematic foundation and how it needs to be changed. There's people who say defund the police, abolish the police. All of it, though, is really just points to the root cause, which is change. It needs to be changed. And it's just like you both were saying, seeing it all the time, you become desensitized to it. And it's not even something that it's at this point, it's something that we see so much that I didn't go on any news outlets, and I stayed away from Facebook for the most part yesterday and today, aside from maybe some stuff here and there, because I knew it was going to be all over the place. Because our pain, Black trauma, Black pain, is news. It's news. Right. It's entertainment. They have magazine covers with her on there, and that part is hard to swallow just because it's like Black trauma is it's entertainment and it's sensationalized. People call it trauma porn because that's really what it is. Our trauma is something that people like to see or that gets news, it gets stuff circulated, and it's really just kind of sick in my opinion. But yeah.
I struggle with answering this, and it's funny because brother and I talked about it earlier. JB and I talked about it earlier as well. And let me tell you what I struggle, not on the obvious. We already know that America really wasn't designed for people of color to prosper.
Right.
That's any people of color for that state. And Kerwin kind of alluded on it. The system wasn't designed for us to win. We must build a new system. And I get that is one. But one of the things that bothers me, and it could be because I am a husband, I am a father of girls, but I see a baby, 26, is still a baby, man, because I see a baby that was failed by the lack of protection twice. Whoever she was with, I know it's some going back and forth. It was the current boyfriend or the past boyfriend. But anyway, whenever you go in any type of intimate relationship, there is an assumed protection. There's an assumption that when I get with someone, they're not going to put me in harm's way. So if the lifestyle caused certain behaviors and certain attention that put this child in a dangerous situation, I grieve for that.
Right.
Then because of that, this child was once again put in a dangerous situation that cost her her life. She's the true victim here.
Right.
She was failed twice. And so what I walked away with is, how many of my sisters, my daughters, my aunts, my mothers, my grandmothers, my aunties, great aunts, and all of that can I hug to just let them know that I'm here to protect them?
Yeah.
Right.
Just last week, I finally mustered up the words to tell my cousin, Miko, who had to bury her grandmother, her father, her brother within the same year. Then a few years later, she buries her other grandmother. And my heart wept for her for years. And now my heart is weeping for that woman. I'm not even going to talk about the system yet. I'm talking about the lack of protection and sometimes the negligence on our part.
Yeah.
That we will put someone in danger that we say that we care about.
Yeah.
Right.
I can understand us fighting for positive change, and there's a danger associated with that. But avoidable danger and putting the ones that we say that we care about in harm's way, that's what my heart grieved, because Breonna didn't have to die.
Yeah.
But she shouldn't also, and that's any woman, any Breonna that's out there shouldn't be in a situation where she's questioning her protection because of who she decides to spend her life with. That is where my heart hurts, because now we're already dealing with our women not feeling protected.
Yeah.
Right.
And now they're not even going to trust the protection that we provide if it's going to cause them further damage. And that bothers me.
Yeah.
So yes, the system is broke. And we'll talk about this, but we need people to start not just voting, not just protesting, but we also need representation. We need people in office. We don't need people to add new laws. We need people to change laws and dismantle laws. Because there's certain laws that shouldn't be in place. There shouldn't be a law in place that says that I am now a human. And now I'm a human, I have a right to vote because I'm a human. That's just stupid. That shouldn't be there to begin with.
Right.
So we need to dismantle a whole bunch of things. So I am with that. But we do need to do more than just protest. We do need to do more than just vote. We need to be those ones making the key decisions, because what we're doing is allowing a corrupt system to be corrupt. And then the sprinkle of us every now and then, we put so much weight on them to try to fight for everything. If we don't step up, if true protection is representation, if you can't represent and be where you need to be, it's kind of hard. So I see a young child. I see several Breonnas right now who are being failed by assumed protection. And that's why my heart weeps.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Nah, man.
Police infrastructure foundation is built on slavery, from slave patrollers and black code laws to present.
Yeah.
That's Kerwin. Kerwin is one of our collaborators.
What's up, Superman, bro? Freedom fighter.
Yeah, he out there every day fighting for our rights.
Yeah.
Sean Stewart said, all the protesting in the world is not going to change anything. Stop protesting as soon as something happens to us. And stop protesting as soon as something happens to us. And start protesting at the doorsteps of the powers that be, the ones that actually change the system. Change the people who are supposed to make change. It's more than just voting, but we need to be in seats of legislation. I agree.
Yeah.
Our communities have to do better at being safe spaces.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely. That's 2.1 to what bro was saying. So from with all the information that I've gathered, her Breonna's ex-boyfriend was, in some illicit activities and was reported to have been threatening her new relationship. And so that's one of the things. That's where the warrant was. Although the warrant was for somebody who was already locked up, I believe it was him. That still was putting her in harm's way because there may have been some things there done her residence, which is points to what he was talking about that lack of protection. It was someone that she's supposed to care about.
Gotcha.
And they did try to get him to admit that, she was running drugs or whatever in her house, which he didn't do because that's not true. So, it's a whole bunch of stuff. And then to the other point about change that my brother was talking about, and we talked about this earlier, there are some folks who will, alarm election cycles, whether it be local or presidential, and especially presidential, will holler out about voting, you need to vote, and this and that. But outside of those time periods, before and after, you don't hear anything from them. They're silent. You don't hear about anything they're doing in the community. You don't hear about any resources that they're help getting to people who need them. You don't hear about anything that they're helping to build. They just go back to doing what they're doing until it's time for some election. And that's not, especially in my opinion, that's not the way to be. I mean, voting is one arm of change. There's many arms of change that we need to be involved in. And just saying vote or whatever is not, or vote or die, which was a slogan, some years back, Diddy and all them, hey, there's more, it's more than that. It's more than just voting. There's other stuff that needs to happen too for true change to take place. So, yeah.
Lori said, there's so much healing that needs to be done within for change to occur. The impact of what we feel is being felt now. I struggle with that because I guess that'll be the same for our mothers and fathers. Mm-hmm. When they went through the civil rights movement, or grandparents, depending on how old you are, when they went through it. And then before that, there's always been a burden to be Black.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I think that all of us feel it because we're living it. But I have to think, like for my mom, she's revisiting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to think for my older parents, they're revisiting certain things.
Yeah.
And so this is a continuation of it. It's nothing that is being extreme. Nothing is new that is happening. Mm-hmm. It ain't even the fact that it was televised, because people talking about, well, it's just on TV now. It's been on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's been in the newspapers.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how we know? Because they had postcards when they was hanging Negroes.
Yeah.
It was postcards. So it's been in media. Media is nothing new. So we need to stop telling ourselves those lies. Mm-hmm. This is not new. This is happening every single freaking day. Yeah. It's dangerous to be Black.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. But we got to do more. Vote or die is one of them, but it's represent or die. Mm-hmm. If you don't have representation, you killing us. If you got all of those great ideas, but you sitting at home, you killing us. If you are meant to be a leader and you're not doing it, you killing us.
Yeah.
So you can't get mad at nobody for killing us any other way if you slowly strangling us.
Ooh, man.
Representation matters. We got to start doing what we need to do. And we got to join together. That's the only way. Stop trying to be a savior. Don't listen to it, because I'm trying to tell you. They will corner you off and make you feel like you're the savior and you're the best thing since sliced bread. They'll whisper sweet nothings in your ear and tell you that you're different from every other one. They will turn you. But guess what I'm telling you? That is nothing new. Mm-hmm. That ain't nothing new but a slavery tactic that they used to use for the field Negro, the house Negro, and the driver. They just want you to be the driver. They want you to be the slave to tell on the field Negro and the house Negro. They want you to be the slave that don't think that you any different. They want you to be the slave to think that you better. They want you to be the slave to interrupt the system. They want you to be the slave that will kill all the other slaves. They want you to be the slave that'll be dirty so they can say that they didn't do it. They want you to be the driver. Don't fall for it. We gotta come together.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna stop because my heart beating fast.
Nah, you keep going.
No, that's good stuff.
I'm already fat, and all I got is good looks after this.
Nah, but yeah, what you say is true, bro. A lot of at least in America, if you look at all the powerful movements for Black people, the Black Panthers, Marcus Garvey, all the movements, a lot of them were toppled from within. When you look at COINTELPRO and a lot of other stuff, that stuff was using people on the inside that looked like us to topple the movements.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So we talked about this a little bit in this one, but how do brothers feel about Breonna Taylor's case and the news that we received? So specifically, how do the brothers feel about it? And I think I kind of went into it. It just made me feel like I got to protect more.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys wanted to add anything to it.
No, it's the same, man. It's just it's the coverage isn't even the same. I mean, when George Floyd died, you know, even though it was under different circumstances. I mean, it was much more media fanfare. There was much more protesting. I'm not saying that there needs to be more for Breonna Taylor, but there was just a lot more stuff going on, a lot more news coverage, a lot of everything. And it's just unfortunate that it happens, period. But when Black women are brutalized, by the police or whoever, it does not get as much. There's not as much weight that it carries. There's not as much care on a larger scale as when Black men are brutalized, and that's not right. There needs to be just as much, if not more, because Black women are in the community, and especially just in general, they are everything. And so it's just tragic that it's not the same. But also, like you said, bro, that we need to protect our sisters more and better. That's what it points to. That's just me too. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, Tara said they also want us to stay angry, to show anger. That stress kills. Mm-hmm. We got to handle things in a healthy manner. Jay's heart rate is proof. Yep, yeah. That's why Jay shut up.
Yeah, that's a tactic. It's a tactic to keep us, us.
Yeah, no trap. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a tactic to keep us, just at a really just frantic, and keep us at a really heightened state. Because when you're stressed out and stuff like that, it affects your health. You make rash decisions. It's just shortens your lifespan if you're stressed out all the time. That's by design too. And that's one of the reasons why shutting off social media or getting off or taking a break or having a healthy outlet to de-stress is so very vital, especially for Black people. And Jay, my brother, says it all the time. They talk about PTSD, but for Black people in America, there is no P in that TSD.
Ain't no post.
It's just TSD, because we're still going through it. It's still happening.
Right here today, in this very moment. Yeah. Can we get to the post, please?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be done with it.
Yeah.
Got my nerves bad. Okay, so we're gonna skip the we talked about the Dr. Dre one last week. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like going back over that one because it kind of drives home my point. I just made that comment not too long ago. Protect our women better. Agree with all that is being said. Things by design. Yeah. See? So let's go into, we talked about the importance of voting. Okay, how do brothers feel about, we talked about Offset and Cardi B last week, but we didn't really talk about his rebuttal. Offset's rebuttal is Cardi B was embarrassing. Like for him, the last straw was the WAP video and the lyrics.
Okay, so I saw that, but I didn't think it was true. I thought it was something made up. So I guess it's actually. I thought it's actually he said that, and so all I'm gonna say is now, mind you, he's saying that she disparaged him by making that or embarrassed him, but she's gonna file for divorce. So I'm kind of that's.
He's saying that's why he cheated.
Okay, great. I'm glad that's even better. So
what was too much?
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is this. So for Offset and brothers who think like him, we got to break that down. So when you met her, she was
exactly.
When you met her, who an up and coming rap star, former stripper. But who knows when they actually met and started talking? We just know that when they got married and they were together. So she was a former stripper, may have been doing it still, dabbling in when she in her rap career. So she's a stripper when you met her. That's what she did as a profession when you met her. You married her. She kept making the same type of music and making money and increasing her stardom. And so you cheated the first time, she forgave you, begged for her to take you back. Her lyrics and her music wasn't an issue then. but you cheated and she took you back. Now you're gonna cheat more. And then when she files for divorce and you look stupid, now it's about her lyrics that she's making the whole time. It's right around what she's been doing the whole time. And that is the stuff that men do, that brothers do, that infuriates me because one, it's misogynistic, and two, it's just stupid and makes us look like we're clowns as men. Like we don't have deductive reasoning, or we can't keep our stuff in our pants. And then two, like we don't have deductive reasoning skills. Deductive reasoning would tell you if she's stripping when you met her and you're attracted to her and you want to be with her.
Inductive or deductive. I just want to throw that out there too.
What? I don't know now.
I'm just saying, deductive reasoning would tell you, right? But I'm saying they have like one got inductive.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was just saying.
Thank you.
I just want to put both. I want to cover the whole thing.
Right. Thank you, brother.
As you were.
So deductive reasoning would tell you if she's a stripper when you met her and you're attracted to her and you want to be with her, she's probably going to keep doing that unless she wants to stop, most importantly, or she has a reason to stop. So what's the problem, especially when you never said anything publicly about her lyrics when she was making money or when she became a star, but it's only when after you started cheating and she was like, okay, I'm tired of this. And so it just really infuriates me because you have men who feel like because she made WAP, that's justification for talking down on her character and mistreating her, when really it's stupid because one, if we're going to talk about WAP, that's the way it's supposed to work anyways, is it not? And then two, she's married, so she could very well be talking about what's going on in her bedroom. So what's the problem?
Right.
So
and then y'all mad about the fact that she says she don't cook and clean and still got a ring. That's still true, whether she divorced or not.
And so
she still got the ring.
Yeah. So my last thing is just it infuriates me because as brothers we got to be better about just if you were cheating on her or whatnot, and that's accountability. So that's one reason why some brothers don't do it. But man, if you cheated and she divorced you, and just say, man, I like to get side women, or I like to do this, and that's why she divorced me. But don't say it's because of her lyrics, when that's what she's doing she's been consistent the whole time. And I'm just gonna say this too, people acting like her career's gonna be down the drain when she gets divorced. And I said this last week. Any woman who can gift me with $500,000 in a fridge of her own money on my birthday is pretty much she good. I think she's gonna be good without me.
Yeah, like they don't know Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige's career gets better and better with each heartbreak, which is bad. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. She need to be happy. Because her Happy album didn't do as well as her other albums. Yeah, but that divorce, when all y'all was like, ooh, that album's gonna be good.
Yeah, man, I just gotta say, Offset and dudes who think like that, or dudes who really just support that kind of behavior, that kind of rhetoric, or disparaging women being misogynistic, that's clown stuff, man. Like, we gotta be better than that, because that's the stuff that keeps the divide between us and the community when we do stuff like that.
And most of you single men do that anyway. Y'all the ones who be talking about what a wife should be, but won't marry the one you've been with. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You ain't been married. You've been married probably about 2 years for some of y'all who've been with the woman for 7 years. That's why y'all be like 9 years together, 2 years married. I mean, if it took you that long to make a decision, really, how are you gonna judge somebody else in what they do?
Yeah.
And you can talk, and she has every right to talk about her walk. And I'm so tired of y'all acting like she knew. Yeah. You act like we didn't live through a whole generation of Trina.
Yeah.
We ain't lived through a whole generation of Kaya. We ain't lived through a whole generation of Foxy Brown. We ain't lived through a whole generation of Lil' Kim. We ain't lived through a whole generation of all of 2 Live Crew. Pick one, 2 Live Crew. Pick all of them. Uncle Luke brought a whole new generation of nastiness, where the album was officially named Banned in America, Banned in the USA. Mm-hmm. And if anybody, your grandmas, I'm gonna tell your grandmas now, because if they listen to Millie Jackson,
she
was nasty. Donna Summer was nasty. Let Her Love You Baby was banned.
Hey, and on top of that, bro, if anybody listens to reggae music, reggae has the most explicit lyrics known to man.
And I don't be knowing what I be saying it too.
You listen to reggae, it sounds melodic and it's got that patois accent or whatever, but that right there is some explicit music.
You just be whining.
Yeah.
Whining. Whining is grinding.
And also, out of all this stuff going on, we never once not heard anything of Cardi doing anything illicit outside of her marriage. You ain't heard not one thing about her being somewhere with somebody, cheating on nobody. Meanwhile, Offset, Mr. I got 3 other children before I got married, what is out here just doing all kinds of stuff and getting caught up. So that should tell you something too about embarrassing somebody. He should be the one to talk about embarrassed. You out here doing stuff with, you know, when you propose to this woman who has money, looks, all that, and you out here, you know, her and go talk about her lyrics are embarrassing. You, sir, are an embarrassment to yourself and your marriage. You are an embarrassment. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
He said that with his chest. Mr. Bishop, Mr. Cousin, do you have anything on the floor?
Well, I mean, I agree with y'all, man. He knew what he was getting into before, you know, all of that went down, man. He knew what was up. I think he just did that as a cover up, man, to try to cover up.
That was a terrible cover up.
Yeah. terrible cover up.
Factual.
You say, but wasn't that the same Cardi he started out with? Hold on.
Exactly.
We got more comments, y'all. Okay, first Rashida said the most dangerous person, the most disrespected person in America is the Black woman.
Mm-hmm.
I must have, you missed it. Because you don't care about us sometimes, Michelle. Oh God, here we go. There go Cassandra Mack. She ready. I thought it was made up too, Cordell. She was talking about that foolishness that came out his mouth.
Yep.
But wasn't that the same Cardi B he started out with?
Exactly.
No, this Cardi B is more polished and refined.
And richer.
Yeah.
And her teeth is fixed.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, she said she was gonna get them fixed, and she did it.
Yep.
So she's consistent. She don't lie. Her lyrics are consistent, always sexual, all the same. What's so different? Her persona ain't changed.
Mm-hmm.
She's been the same thing on the reality show, her songs, collab songs with his group, collab songs with others. He's trying to save face.
Absolutely. It's a tired tactic. It's a very tired tactic.
Right.
Y'all been on point for the past 2 weeks. Just the last 2 weeks.
Man, don't do us like that, fam.
You too dope of a dad to act like that. I can't even insult you right now. Stop this. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't know what I'm stopping. I'm gonna stop it. Everyone loved drugged up Mary, just like someone used to love Chester molester Kales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello. She said thank you. I can't. I don't know what we can't do. Oh, Clarence
Carter.
He be stroking.
Yep.
To the west, the north, everywhere.
Yep.
Because that's what he loved the best. To the woman he loved the best. He nasty. You guys are extra passionate tonight.
Yes, Adrian, we are. Hey,
Adrian didn't know who ABC was. I'm not talking to Adrian right now. Not like that. I mean, y'all been going there.
Hey, if people been doing,
because y'all been doing the most.
Yeah, these topics have been really hitting hard too. So yeah.
Let's do this one because this is a good one. Uplifting daily practices. What are some things that we can do daily to uplift our spirits, vibes, energies?
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Work
out, family. Work out.
Oh
no. Work out for real. Like now, I mean, myself, I might even overdo it by some people's standards.
You do,
but I'm just working out nut. But no, seriously though, getting out there, going for a run, jump roping, doing some T25, going for a walk, doing your 100 push-ups or whatever in sets, whatever breaking a sweat and just really getting the workout in. It has chemical benefits and also physical benefits because you're steady with it. You get aesthetic results. So it also is a
aesthetics.
It's also a de-stressing technique. So my first thing is definitely work out. I will always say that, work out.
What you got, brothers?
I would definitely say for me personally, meditation. I love meditation, man. I try to do it at least 2 times a day, man. It in the morning and before I go to bed, but it leaves me with a clear mind throughout my day. And as I go to sleep, I can go to sleep with a clear mind. So for me, it would have to be meditation, man. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. What you got, cousin?
Mine is simple, peace and quiet. But something I've gotten really in tune with since the beginning of quarantine is fishing. I'll fish. Fish don't talk. Fish are quiet, and I'm alone with my thoughts.
Yeah.
So
that's mine.
All the time. You just aren't you? You be like, shut up over there.
No, I'm a thinker, man. I just like to be in my own little world a lot, man. My mind race a mile a minute.
Hey, I'm with you there. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us three.
I'm a creator, so I can deal with anything as long as I have a creative outlet.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't create, I'm frustrated. I mean, if I can't do graphic work, if I can't draw, if I can't sing, if I can't dance, if I can't act, if I can't do something, editing videos or something, I don't know how I could live life.
Yeah.
That is my stress reliever a lot. And it's so funny because some people will say you need to take a break from like Love is a Parable, but I'm like, how you take a break from something that is your break?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It's your breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? It helps you, get the big break. And it is your break. When you do purpose, it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And I like changing it up. And then the conversations, like we have so many people that are taking our trainings.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's helping me. Every time we do a training, it helps me. So I say, do the things that you love and return to it.
Yeah.
Return to that thing because it's going to bother you. You think, oh, singing didn't mean anything. I'm not going to do it anymore in the shell. So I'm not going to write any songs anymore in the shell. Or I'm not going to write this book anymore in the shell and Tara enjoy it. That you think that that's going to help relieve stress. But that book is still in you. You know what I'm saying, Joy? That you still got to write. You still got to do that book because it's within you, Tara. You just got to do it, Michelle. I mean, Latrina, you still got to create the things that you're supposed to be creating. I mean, Sean, he's supposed to be doing the same thing. You can't stop being who you are. Cassandra, got to keep creating. That's what we do. When you stop creating, you are killing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Les Brown, my frat brother, who was echoed by Dr. Miles Monroe, that said the most wealthiest place is the cemetery because so many people die not reaching their maximum potential. I want to die emptied out.
Wow.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ground's not getting none of this wealth right here.
Somebody, okay, I see what you did there. Yeah, it's just time for you guys. It's just time for us to do that. And when we're around each other, if you really care about and you say that Black lives truly matter, what that life was created to do should also matter.
Yeah.
And so if you're around people, you shouldn't be around JB saying, you need to stop making that music. You need to just stick to it. You're a family man now. No, make your music because your music may open the door that you didn't even realize that it would open. Continue to cut hair as long as you continue to cut hair that's making bread. You're not stupid for pursuing passion. You're never stupid for pursuing purpose.
Mm-hmm.
None of you are. None of you people are stupid for doing that. You need to make sure that you're around people that are going to speak into your life, that are going to say certain things about you constantly. That's going to remind you when you say that I'm feeling down, they need to come right back and say, I don't know why you're feeling down because you're the dopest person I know.
Yep.
For sure.
People like that in your circle.
You got to make sure that you are around people that are going to speak to the vision that's within you, that's going to speak to the purpose that's within you. The very first thing that I told these young men, what I liked about it was they were two brothers. For the most part, Cordell and I have been the only brothers that I've actually seen who are in business together that really like each other. Because I found out it's some people that are in business together that don't really like each other. It's really just about the money. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I really like spending time with my brother.
Right.
And I like us raising funds and I like us changing the community and I like us doing all of that. We completely transparent and Love is a Parable. He had access to the finances just like our CFO has access to the finances because we like each other and we are a family. Right. And we speak to each other on our low days just like we do on our high days.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of going to the mountaintop, guys. So when you're in the valley, you can't forget what you saw when you was on top of the mountain.
True that.
Stop coming for Nichelle like that. Rashid? Now, how many business you sitting on? And I know that being a bouncer ain't one of them. My book is done. Thank you very much. I just have to publish it. There you go. We got work to do. Right. That haircut is too nice to be me. Oh, and we got our other collaborator on. Ian is on.
Up, bro? What's
going on, bro? He said meditation, workout, drink water after you wake up from sleep and get enough sleep. He do something glad I ate alike too.
Okay.
And he a vegan, so I don't know how he do both.
Yeah, get enough sleep is underrated, because when you don't get the proper amount of sleep, your body takes account of that, and it'll slowly, or not slowly, in some people's cases, swiftly, but it will show up. It will show up.
You talking to a person that create paradigms and tell them that it take time? Nice try. Well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna have to put you on the timetable then, just like I had to do Nichelle.
So,
Tyler,
we got time for one more.
we got time for one more. That went by fast.
It
I told you,
always
Rashad,
does.
it go by fast.
That flow.
It did.
It's gracious. Okay, here's one. Black men getting on social media talking about black women. I'm so tired of black men roasting black women. Why? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So that was a friend of mine, a friend of ours, Dia. She put that.
My friend.
Yes, our friend.
Mine. Like the kids be like mine.
So that was our friend Dia. She put that up on my page there when I asked for topics. And so that's one thing I've never liked to see. Now it's one thing for, on a thread or something like that, for, people to know each other, to have certain banter back and forth or whatnot. But there's literally threads and threads out there that you can go out there and just look or whatever, of black men just really, like I said before, disparaging and down talking and disrespecting black women. And that it infuriates me, because it's like, what causes you to do, how can you feel comfortable doing that? And it's not even just specific women. It is, you have black men who will talk about black women as a whole. And it really bothers me, because it's like, if someone disrespected you or did something to you, address it with that woman. If a woman disrespected you or whatnot, address it with her. But to go out and just continuously talk about black women and disrespect black women as an entity is trash. And we as black people, black men, they are en masse the only ones I see doing that on a scale like that. I mean, there might be some one-offs in other ethnic groups somewhere, but as a whole, I see black men disrespecting black women online all the time, and it is mind-boggling to me, because, like, man, we come from not only do we come from these women, but these women are us. We are them. So how can you disrespect yourself and disrespect that which you come from? Well, why would you even want to? First of all, do you have so little respect for yourself and that which you came from, that you just would wantonly say all kinds of reckless stuff about black women? I don't get it. And it's infuriating to me, because that is the kind of stuff that black women talk about when they say they're not protected. And some brothers act like they just don't get it. They just say, well, it's not me. Well, yeah, it's not you. But you laugh at this brother who said all kinds of crazy stuff about black women. So you're co-signing that. Or you have brothers even in your circle who disrespect black women, but you don't say anything to them. I'm not saying you got to yoke them up or beat them up or whatever. You might have to if they do stuff like that to black women. But you have brothers in your circle who do stuff like that, and or your family, and you don't even say anything to them. That's the kind of stuff that black women are talking about that needs to stop. That's the kind of stuff that makes us weaker as a whole. When we have all this infighting, when we're poisoning ourselves with that kind of just divisiveness and just ugliness. So yeah,
We're gonna pass the offering. You had a good word.
bro.
It's a word. Y'all want to add anything to that? Y'all want to preach on top of the preacher?
Yo.
Y'all got anything, brothers?
I think he got it under control.
Yeah, I was gonna say he said it.
I'm about to fuss at my wife. Now, didn't I go in this kitchen and say, it's something else we need to be talking about that happened in the news? And look at her popping up here.
Oh,
see?
Yeah.
A house divided. A house divided. But yeah, to be honest, I actually wanted to talk about that, because you know what bothered me? Y'all need to get in touch with Wells Fargo and tell them that's why they need our Implicit Bias Workshop.
Yeah.
We show them how to handle and how to deal with stuff like this. That's all I wanted to say about it. Wells Fargo been in trouble before.
Yep.
About saying similar stuff before. And y'all still want to protect these people. We got stuff that is working. That's what we do. We change the way people think. We got Implicit Bias Workshop.
Yep.
I missed that one. What happened?
Yeah. What happened with?
He
Wells
said the
Fargo?
reason. Oh, go.
No,
No, you go ahead. No, you've been on it. I'm scared.
Yeah, go, Pastor. Take it away.
Look, see? Anyway,
Yo,
let them use you.
let's go. Wells
I'm
Fargo
only doing this because I can see that side profile.
CEO said that he can't find talented Black people to employ. That's what he said.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and mind you, it seems that they can't find talented CEOs or executives to employ because they are sanctioned by the government for bad, predatory, and sharky business tactics. So, must not be all that talented. But yeah, he said he can't find talented Black people to employ.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I actually shared one about the imposter syndrome with execs. Guys, this goes to the same thing with voting. We got to stop allowing certain people because even when it comes to Black organizations, we don't support Black organizations until we have a non-Black to validate it. So we got to talk about that. And so if we don't like when statements are like that, we got to stop saying, well, I don't know, are they trustworthy? Are you trustworthy? Because now that goes to the other comment about Black women. If you are a Black man and you talk about Black women, you hate yourself.
Yep.
Bottom line, because
Absolutely.
the worst type of hate is self-hate because you see that hate and you see life through those hate lens.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst type of discrimination is self-hate because you hate yourself so much and you don't feel like you are worthy of living. So therefore you project that on everybody else. So you project that in business, you project that in family. What it is, it becomes a cancer that you spread. This is not a generational curse that we're dealing with. We are dealing with an identity crisis, not a curse. It is an identity crisis because you haven't learned to appreciate you yet. If you appreciate you, you appreciate the vessel that birthed you. And I don't want to hear it's about some people have mommy and daddy issues. You're talking to a person that was rejected by his daddy at 6 years old when his daddy was an excellent father. You're talking about somebody who was put out in the 11th grade by his mother. So, and it really was volatile. But that still didn't make me speak bad on Black women. That still didn't make me speak bad on Black men. We need to stop looking for excuses to divide and look for reasons to come together. If you hurt, say you hurt. That's why therapy is there. That's why villages are there. And you can change your scene, but you can't change that skin because at the end of the day, you can get any type of surgery to bleach your skin, but you're still going to be Black because the real issue is the identity. Because that's why no matter how many times you bleach your skin, if you don't like the color that you're in, guess what's going to happen? You're still going to see Black no matter how light that skin is. So we got to get to a place where we appreciate, love, and understand the beauty of who we are. They have been doing research trying to figure out how is it that the Black race still survives. We produce so much melanin that is in the pineal gland, and the only thing that makes reference of anything remotely similar to the pineal is the wrestle that Jacob went through. That place was called penal because he contended with God. That's why they say all the time, Black man, you are God. This is why the Egyptians, for those who are really the Kemet, said that they had the snake because it represented the pineal gland, which some call your third eye, which some people call your consciousness. You can't hate the thing that gave you magic. The reason why they call you magic when people came from afar, you had respect for the ancestors. So they said, look at those over there who are worshiping the dead, and they call them necros, which became necros, which we later call nigger, which became negro, which you reject. But when you reject it, you're rejecting who you are. You have an identity crisis because people didn't tell you how beautiful your Black is. People didn't tell you how magical you are. That you get to the point because you are so extraordinary that you have to dumb it down and call it magic when it's your everyday role. Your Black is beautiful. It's an identity crisis. So that's why, brothers, every time I see you, I tell you, that's a dope shirt. You look good. You look great. I love you. I'm here for you because our identity crisis is telling you because they hate you, we hate you, and that ain't the case.
Yeah.
We gotta come together. That's the only way that it's gonna happen. There is no solo success. It has never happened. That's why people die before they make it there. The only way we're gonna make it to that mountaintop is together.
Together.
And we need to be there. I gotta step on my brother's foot. These boys are younger than me. These men are younger than me, and they actually pour something into my life. Yeah, get off your high horse. We got to get over there and we got to go. See, that's why y'all don't understand the difference between spirituals and church songs. Y'all call them, see, y'all don't understand spiritual. See, spiritual told you something of how to get through life. But you said that's an old church song, but that was actually a cover up because they understood that people didn't realize it. That's why we're doing Love is a Parable, because you don't realize we've been talking for parables for so long, and you the parable that you don't understand that's love. But you say nobody want to talk about love. Nobody care about that. That's because you don't care about you, so you didn't even take the time to invest in what we're really talking about. And we're talking about saving you. And you the parable that you don't even understand, but you say you understand and you say you know because you say you grown. And we laugh in your face because it's not true.
I'm just gonna take all my offering to the J.
Shut up.
There you go. All my offering.
Shut up.
To the J. But
Positive brother, shout out.
Oh, he got you. Hey, Pastor, he just stole your spot, man.
Yeah, we just turn the lights out.
You.
Does not like
you.
Seems like a good guy. Seems like he came from a good family. Okay, this is when we do positive brother shout out. So it's on you. We already told you the rules. So this is when we shout out brothers who normally don't get an opportunity to be recognized for the things that they're doing in their community, in their family, at home, on the job. It doesn't matter.
Bishop.
I want to start.
Bishop.
The
Bishop. T-H-E-E. The.
Excuse me.
The Bishop. Okay. I got a special shout out for my brother Trayshawn Blunt out of Chocowinity, North Carolina, man. He's doing his thing. Yeah, Chocowinity, North Carolina.
Mike Bishop.
Say it again.
Speaking to the mic, bro. You getting low. We couldn't hear you that well.
Out of Chocowinity, North Carolina. Yeah, past Little Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a personal trainer, man, and he's doing his thing with those kids down there. So
okay.
I want to send a special shout out to him.
Okay.
My brother Trey Blunt.
Most definitely. That's dope. It's definitely dope.
Thank you, brother, down there.
Thank you.
And sure. Chocolate Wendy. I don't know what he said.
Come on, Choco. Just say Choco.
Choco.
Okay.
Choco Taco.
Rashad, it's on you, brother.
All right, I want to shout out a mentor of mine, Tony Daniels. He was my mentor when I was younger. He's still mentoring to the day. Still check up on me, and does a lot for his community. He's a school teacher out in East Garner Middle School.
Okay.
And he does a lot in this community with mentoring kids, keeping them out of trouble. I want to shout out him, and I'd like to shout out Bishop, man, because Bishop is one of the most positive influences in my life, man. Full of energy. He does a lot in his community and making sure that he keeps everyone upbeat and feeds off positive energy to everyone that sits in his chair. So I want to commend you, bro, on always doing that for everybody, yo.
Cry, bro.
Oh no, man.
No, I'm this.
But yeah, man. Amazing guy, man.
The Bishop.
Oh yeah, the Bishop.
He got a bow tie on too.
I just noticed that. Yo,
he had on the other bow tie earlier.
I feel
Come on, man.
You can't play the Bishop. He is the Bishop by way of Aurora.
Aurora.
Hey, look, put the NC behind it, Aurora NC.
I definitely want to give a shout out to you, young men. I thank you for being a positive light and a positive energy. When I walked into you guys' place, I was very impressed. And you see the hard work. They painted it themselves. I was like, look at that. They painted themselves. They got snacks in there too, guys.
That's my son's business.
That's your son's business?
Oh, yeah.
They're a business in a business. And these guys not only have their own barbershop, they actually have other spaces that they're renting out. So they're venturing over into real estate. So this is actually bigger than what it is. So guys, if anything, if you don't have any help, on your whole face. Just call the guys, encourage them, connect with them. They got music that they're doing. They got other things that they're doing, and they're very involved in the community. This will not be the last time that you see them with Love is a Parable, especially if he keep washing my hair and doing stuff like this. He's so disrespectful. It's just disrespectful. And so great energy and people coming in. And then they have a population, a clientele of different age groups, which show that people respect them for what they do, but also respect them as businessmen as well. Of course, I got to give my shout out to the built guy, CG, who goes to CG every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to become just a G. I thank you for everything, man. Bro has taken on so many responsibilities behind the scenes because Love is a Parable is growing, and right now we're not at a place where we can hire anybody. So everything that we're doing is volunteer. And brother has taken over total engagement. So a lot of times people be like, Jay, did you sing? That was for that. But he's been taking over all of that and just taking on this business as if it is his own, because he's been here since the very beginning. He is an uncle to my kids and a brother to my wife and a brother definitely to me. I've seen growth. I'm just so excited. And I thank you for making partnership and making stuff like this easy. And then, of course, I got to give a shout out to all my other people currently.
Yes.
Uncle Marcus, who you always selfishly call just your uncle.
That's why I'm going to last name so I can shout out to you.
I can't stand you. And then my older brothers, Vincent, Daryl, Rodney, my younger brothers, Mike, who was on, and Tremel and Junior. I thank all of you guys. And Sean, I thank you for being on. Stevie, who can't be on because of other things that are going on. My frat brother, Brad. It's so many of y'all, all the members of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Shoot.
I had to do it. And then I just have a little flu. I thank all of you guys who are making positive change, and I thank you guys for inspiring me. Ricky, I thank you for coming on. You just came out of nowhere and you flew in and you fit right in. And I look forward to the work that we're going to be doing behind the scenes, but most importantly, I look forward to what you're going to do with fantastic fermentations. Yes, because you are what people needed. There are a lot of Black people who don't know about wine, who don't know about alcohol, who don't know about beer. And you put it in such a way that is digestible, but also you're doing things that are organic and natural. So you're taking all the toxins out. And you're a blessing, man. So I thank all of you guys for that. And I'm gonna put it on to you, He-Man.
I'm gonna do my best to keep it brief since we are over. So I definitely first and foremost got to shout out to Brother Jay. I mean, he's what he said. I would just be echoing a lot of what he said, but this definitely is my brother, my family. And man, we've been doing this thing, for it's over 2 years, right?
No, November would be 2 years.
No, 2 years. Excuse me. We're almost at 2 years, and so we didn't know we didn't know. We say this all the time. We didn't know what was going to happen when we started this. We just did it because it felt like something we needed to do, and now we're here, man. So I definitely thank Jay because not only does he inspire me and support me, but he also pushes me, and he doesn't hold things over my head. He pushes me in a very healthy way, and I respect that and I love that. So shout out to my brother Jay. Shout out to you two brothers for coming on. And shout out shout y'all really for just being dope brothers, but also for coming on and coming on to the show and offering your support and your input and just being here with us. And as Brother Jay said, offering dope haircuts because I'm going to see y'all in a couple of days. So it may be tomorrow if y'all got opens. So yeah. So also shout out to all the brothers that were on the live today. Sean, Deshaun, Ricky,
we got
Chase. And shout out to brothers that are gonna view this later on, Keon and all the other brothers, Uncle Marcus maybe, that are gonna view this and and look at it as well. And I also want to shout out my last two things. I want to shout out brothers who do their best and do more than their best to protect Black women. And when they hear Black women say they don't feel protected, and that man that they're frustrated with men, that men are trash, they don't get mad and try to gaslight them. Or use the whole, it's not all men or some men. They understand that these women are voicing their frustration and that they understand that it's not all Black men that don't protect Black women, but it's enough that it makes of overwhelming difference in that it creates a narrative. So shout out to those brothers who realize that and who don't try to stifle the voices and the feelings of Black women, but continue to push that much harder to show women and show also brothers that protecting Black women is something that we can do, and it doesn't change or demean us in any way. It actually uplifts us because we are uplifting ourselves. And I also want to shout out to brothers who patronize Black business as a first option and not as a reaction to being disrespected by non-Black businesses. Patronizing Black business should not be a reaction to us getting, disparaged or getting spit on by people who are not Black. That should be our first avenue. Is let me see if I can find a brother or sister who does this before you go outside the community. Because I guarantee you that there's somebody who does it. They may not be in your area, but with social media and internet, there's somebody who does it. It may take a little longer for you to get the product. It may be a little bit more expensive because as a community, we don't have those connections with manufacturers and raw materials makers and stuff like that. So it might cost a little bit more, but it feels that much better when you support your own and you inject that money into the community. So shout out to brothers who do that as a first option rather than a last resort.
Bro preached tonight.
Come on now. Both of y'all brought the word.
Will there be another? Come on.
Look, I gotta chime in real quick. Look, I want to give a special shout out to Brother Empowerment, man. You two guys are something special. You guys are opening doors like never before, man. And it's amazing to have a platform like this where people can come in and get to sit here and talk about different topics and things, man, and open up different point of views for different people. And what are you guys doing, man? It's amazing. And Jay, just for you stepping out on faith, man, we talk in the shop, you know what I mean? But just you stepping out on faith, man, don't ever lose the faith, bro, because it's gonna open doors for other people, man, that need guys like yourselves to keep moving forward, man. So you guys are dope, man. I enjoyed this.
Thank you.
You will not make me cry.
Thank you both. Man.
You make me cry in that chair when you wash my head. I'm not gonna cry now. I have a little bit of dignity left. No, thank you, brothers. No, thank you, guys.
I want to commend y'all on y'all 2 years too, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing what's in store for all of us.
Yeah.
I think this is something beautiful, and I'm excited about it. So, guys, make sure you follow Bishop. I put their handle in there, Bishop Life 7, and then at Rashad Cousin, no S. Follow them. Get connected with them. Go listen to JB's music. Oh my goodness! You heard it in the intro. There's more things out. He just released "Make It Shake" today, and it's something beautiful, guys. So you definitely want to. Also, guys, we're going to start launching a series of free workshops because we believe in empowering our community, but empowering others, period. So your donations made it happen. So a lot of the stuff we are doing, but we're getting at a place where we're going to have to get more stuff. Like if you like quality stuff like this, it costs. So don't be afraid to go there and donate. For those who donate continuously, our subscribers, thank you. But everybody else, visit loveisapparable.com. You can hit the donate button. And if you hit the donate button, it'll also let you know what we plan on doing with our funds. We believe in transparency. We're a 501c3 organization. So, but like we tell people every week, if you feel that nobody else in this world loves you, you just met 4 people who truly do. We'll see y'all next week at the same time, guys. We love y'all and thank y'all for tuning in.
See y'all
all right now.
Peace.